precisely. Two best buds, precisely. Drinking beer and talking about stuff, precisely. Bo and Tony, precisely. Playing and reviewing games, precisely.
How's it going, everyone? This is Precisely Podcast number 9.
Number 9.
How are you, Tony?
Good, Bo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I am excited just to hang out with you. I've been looking forward to this all week since we got back from Jersey.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's been a minute since it's just been us.
It has.
And no complaints about the past month. It's been great. We had 3 amazing guests on, Tyler, Kelly, and J-Bam.
Yeah, dude, for sure. It was fun with Tyler. We played that flight simulator game afterwards.
Ace Combat number 7.
Yeah, that was sweet, man. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, it was fun, but I got a little sick playing it. Or
Yeah.
I felt like I was going to get sick playing it, and I'm sure it's from the beer and then putting on the VR set and just trying to fly around, and no, it just did not work out.
Yeah, dude, you do a couple barrel rolls and it feels like your brain's moving around in your skull or something.
Oh my gosh. It was very realistic, though. Definitely a cool game. Recommend it to anyone with a VR set or without a VR set. I mean, he doesn't have VR, and he plays it at his house, so.
Yeah, I think it's interesting.
Yeah. Kelly was amazing, too. Very knowledgeable on the Game Boys and Nintendo and collecting all that. Had a great time with her. Ended up trading a bunch of Game Boy games since she's going for the full set. Probably traded her like 15 Game Boy games, and I got a really rare Super Nintendo game, Spike McFang. So I'm excited to play that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's always good to help a fellow collector. And, I don't really collect for any one system, nor am I going for a full library of anything, but I do love collecting rare games and games that I want to play, and I was able to test out that game a little bit at our mutual friend Ryan's house a couple weeks ago, and Kelly brought it over, and I played like a half an hour of it. I was like, this is a really cool game, graphically, visually, the sound quality, everything. It was right up my alley, sort of like a Zelda-like game, like Link's Awakening.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played it.
No, I mean, that was my first time playing it, but
okay.
It's a really cool game, so I'm excited to play more of that. And then, what did we do last week?
We went to New Jersey, saw J-Bam, and that was fun, man. That was a blast.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jay, for treating us out for dinner and drinks and just being on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
Good time. So I went down there and traded a bunch of stuff, probably close to 97 Nintendo Power magazines. I had a CIB Super Nintendo, CIB Sega Genesis, CIB Original Game Boy, 3 PlayStation 1s, 3 PlayStation 2s, a bunch of random stuff like CIB Sega Genesis games, 1 Nintendo game. I threw in a sealed Atari game, bunch of weird stuff. Oh, Fight Stick too. I got from Dwight. Yeah, traded him all that to get 2 kiosks, and unfortunately, we were only able to bring 1 back, and that was a Wii U. But my God, I am in love with it, and I'll go back for the Xbox, the original Xbox one, later this month or the next. No rush in it, but didn't want to travel with 2 kiosks in the back of a truck because we would have had to stood them up, and with straps and everything, it would have ruined them.
Yeah, and it was a pretty far drive. It had snowed the night we stayed over a few inches, and we stayed in some really cool mansion.
Oh my gosh,
bunch of bedrooms.
We were the only guests there. We got this really cheap Airbnb. It was like $100, and yeah, it was like Tony said, like a mansion. There's probably 20 different bedrooms.
Not 20, but maybe 8.
I don't know, man. It was huge. It was weird. We actually, after doing the podcast with Jay, I brought my DSLR camera, and Tony and I did like a ghost tour.
Yeah,
in
we
the
toured
mansion
the house
with like a Jameson bottle, and it was funny. I was filming, and Tony was like, well, you can tell that the clock isn't moving for the past hour, so you know something's wrong here.
It turned out good though. It's a pretty
It was
funny
pretty-
little video, and hopefully
pretty
we can get some
humorous.
clips of it.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, no ghosts, but we were hoping for it.
Yeah, we didn't find any ghosts.
Tony was scared to go to the basement, and finally I convinced him we need to go to the basement because that's where like the real horror is. And we went there, and it was like the cleanest basement. Like it's your typical like cement block basement, but it was so clean. Like
There wasn't even like dust on the floor.
there was no cobwebs or anything. We were very disappointed in it.
Yeah, well lit.
Yeah.
So
Either way, it was a great month, of gaming and podcasting and all that. Let's tell them about bringing the Wii U home though. So we get in the house, and this is my 4th kiosk, including the Nintendo DS, which is not really a kiosk when it comes to size and the story, but the Wii U kiosk weighs a lot. Probably, I want to say it weighs like 500 pounds.
it does not weigh 500 pounds.
It's like 500 pounds.
It's less than 300.
No, it's not. Oh, no. It's
More
not.
than 250, but less than 300. It's just awkward.
It's huge. So we were going to ask for help to bring it upstairs. I took the railing off the staircase to like make room. I have a really tight corner going up to my 2nd floor where my kiosk room is and game room. So Tony and I just decided to manhandle it, and one step at a time, we did it. But like right at the end, at the top of the stairs, I felt like the Wii U was gonna crush me.
It was horrible. It was a traumatic experience.
Yeah,
for
Tony's
both,
like, be a
definitely.
man, be a man, just power through this. You got this. I'm like, I'm gonna be crushed. Like I saw my life flash before my eyes. I was like, no, I'm gonna die from
What a way
Wii
to
U
go!
kiosk.
Crushed by a Wii U kiosk.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if it was like something better, like a better system, But
Yeah.
honestly, I've been loving the Wii U. The kiosk has gotten me to play a lot of the Wii U games that I own, and buy some other ones that I didn't own. So really enjoying that. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but wanted to talk about the beer that we just cracked open. My father gave both of us a bottle. It's called Waffle Sauce by Rusty Rail Brewing Company, which is in Pennsylvania. So Waffle Sauce is an imperial maple pecan ale. That's like a tongue twister. And it tastes pretty much like a waffle with pecans on it and like maple syrup.
It's definitely syrupy, dude.
Yeah.
It's thick, but yeah, I like it.
It's 8.2%. Doesn't really taste it. It has an imperial taste to it. Like it's a dark beer. It's a bigger beer.
Full bodied,
Full
a
body.
really heavy flavor.
The aroma's great on it too. It's a great beer, but is it my favorite? No. Is it my dad's favorite? Probably right now, yes. He drove an hour just to get this beer. So thank you, Pops, for giving me a 2-pack to 3-pack of this. I guess it was a 3-pack, but we're only going to drink one. So yeah, would I drink it again? Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
I'd probably give it a 7 or
Yeah.
6.8.
No, I'm going to say a 7.5. But it's a good beer.
For sure.
So, Tony, what have you been playing since we've been back?
Oh, man.
Do you want to
What-
get to your favorite, or do you want to just talk?
I'll get to my favorite. But
Okay.
I tried out that Horizon game, right?
Yeah.
Um,
How long?
I don't know. I might have played an hour and a half. Couldn't
Okay.
really get into it, so I think
Really?
I'm gonna have to go back and try it again. Cause, yeah, just not for me really. I feel like it's kind of overly complicated for my taste, maybe.
Like in the beginning, it's overly complicated. Like a lot of like menu and button controls and all that.
Yeah.
And I only played like an hour and a half of it as well.
It's nice though. Like the graphics are really good, and the
beautiful.
controls are pretty good. I guess I didn't have any
Yeah.
problems with that.
But
And the story, I like the story. The main
story's
character is
really
cool.
That's what drew me in, and I need to pick it back up again and give it another try, because when I tried it was like right when it came out, but the Switch also came out right before it, and Breath of the Wild was life for me. And I'm sure I've already said this, But yeah, the control layout from a PS4 to a Switch was just completely different. The buttons just felt so weird to me at the time, and I feel like now I could play it again, but wanted to let you borrow it to try it out.
Yeah, I definitely want to get back into it. Also, I beat God of War a week or two
Congrats!
ago. Yeah.
And
And I mean, it's fantastic. I still have plenty more to do. Go back and beat the Valkyries and, I don't know, explore so much more, but
yeah,
it was fun.
I mean,
Really good game.
yeah, it won Game of the Year, won so many awards. Yeah, highly recommend that to anyone. I mean, please go get that if you have a PS4 and you haven't played any God of War or you haven't played that God of War title. Beautiful game. Great story. I mean, I felt like Kratos with his son like definitely brought a different dynamic to that game compared to any other game. You know, you're playing with a little kid that you're able to control his arrows with and other things. And it just helped, you know, he like as a boy, like an 11, 12-year-old boy, like he helped a godlike man, you know.
Yeah, and well, he's a god too, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
And
Or
the
like
story's
half
just
god.
yeah, the story's just as much about him,
Yeah.
as it is Kratos, which is cool. So, and they leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger at the end. So,
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
You know, is it going to be God of War 2? Who knows? Because there was already a God of War, but then they made this one and
Yeah.
called it God of War as well. I think it's just, you know, they realize it's been 15 years, 20 years since the last God of War, so.
Really?
Well, like from the original God of War to this God of War, that like it didn't matter
Yeah.
on changing the name or adding more to the name or whatever. So, yeah, what else?
Call of Duty,
Oh, yeah?
Modern Warfare Remastered.
Yeah, so Tony, after we got back from Jersey, he's like, man, I really want to play some Call of Duty. I'm like, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole, Tony. Didn't want him to spend his money on it. I was like, Apex is free. I heard great things. You tried that,
Yeah.
right?
Tried Apex, not for me. Couldn't get into it.
So
and
was-
I only tried one match of it. And
Was that first person then?
yeah.
Okay. Is that why you couldn't get into it?
No, it's not. It's like however Call of Duty is.
Third person.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, Call of Duty's first person.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's like I couldn't understand the premise of it really. Like you go in and then you run around and you got to grab a bunch of shit to get stocked up, and then you you have to make your way to the battle, and then you just instantly get killed
Oh,
because all these kids are so good at it and I have no idea what's going on.
gotcha. And there's not really like a training ground or campaign or anything?
There is like a little training thing, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Not anywhere close.
Huh. I have not played it. I mean, I've said this before, like, first-person, third-person shooters just aren't for me. I used to be into them. But then we started talking Call of Duty, and I listen to Kind of Funny Games podcasts, and they always give out deals and stuff near the end of the podcast. And the one that they said was, if you have PlayStation Network for this month, you can download Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. So the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but with PS4 graphics. And called my wife that day, and I said, babe, can you download this for me? She tried, and she was like, you have no space on your PS4. So I was like, delete this, delete that, and then try again. Started the download, so I was able to play that night, which I think was like Wednesday or Thursday night. And oh my god, I feel like I'm hooked again. And I like it, and I hate it. You know, it's Call of Duty. It's the same maps over and over again.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm definitely addicted, man. I've been playing like nonstop. That's all I can think about.
Oh boy, he didn't even want to do this podcast, ladies.
Yeah, it's
ladies
like
and
I'm
gentlemen.
just gonna go home and play Call of Duty.
Yeah, but no, it's really fun playing with you, talking to you. Even though I'm using my PS4 VR camera has a built-in microphone for some reason, so I've been using that to talk to you and other teammates. I was playing with Tyler for a little bit. He didn't say that anything was wrong.
Oh, really?
With
Well, he's
my
a nice
voice.
guy. He wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said it sounds like you're yelling into a bag of chips. It's horrible.
Yeah, so maybe I'll have to fix my headphones, get them working, or figure out something. you know. I also think, there's a new PS4 app, and I almost think it's set up like the Nintendo Switch app that has
Oh,
voice
really?
chat in it.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Some new app that you can
Yeah.
link it to your iPhone or whatever, your laptop.
Yep.
But I don't know a lot about it.
And I believe you can remote play from it. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I
about
don't know
that.
how that's gonna work though.
Well, I mean, you can play Fortnite and PUBG and all that on your cell phone right now.
How? Like, what do you
It's
use for a
touch.
controller?
It's touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not for me. I mean, cell phones are for calling and texting and some Pokemon Go.
Yeah, a lot of social media. But I think the whole Call of Duty thing brings up a good topic. One of our listeners gave us Nintendo Raccoon
Shout out to you, Nintendo Raccoon.
he wanted us to talk about video game addiction.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it a thing? Is it something we got to be worried about? You know, like, what? I mean, where do you stand, Tony, on it?
I definitely think any addiction's not good, right?
Yeah.
So I believe in it. It's true, obviously, but however, there's worse things you can be addicted to. So maybe it's the lesser of two evils to an extent.
Yeah. I mean, I see it that way too. I see it like you were just saying. You're like, oh, I just want to go home and play Call of Duty. Like, that is very addictive sounding. But I think as long as you get the stuff done that you need to get done in your life, like if it's work, if it's school, if it's cleaning your house, and you do that to reward yourself with a video game, that's fine. If there's things that need to be done, get those done first before you sit down on the couch and zone out.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's me. Like, I'll go to work every day, just like you. When we get home, we want to relax, make dinner, and then get to relax for 2 hours before going to bed. And what better way to relax than either watching a movie or playing some video games? So I think it's all about, what you're comfortable with. If you feel like you're addicted to video games, then
You need to back it down a notch.
yeah, you need to start doing something else. Take a walk, or, hang out with some puppies or cats or do something. Dishes, probably.
Do a couple cartwheels.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Outside.
Go for a jog or inside if you have enough room.
Yeah. I was actually outside today for probably 4 hours. I'm working on an outdoor sculpture again this year. I've done it for the past 7 years. It's called Art in the Wild. And this one I named after my favorite video game, Earthbound, which really works. So it's organic art, and we're intertwining natural materials like grapevine into already like living things like trees. There's a dead tree in our area that we're going to incorporate and stuff, but it's turning out pretty cool. My mom and I have been working on it, and I'm excited for it to be over, but to work on it as well.
To see the finished product.
Yeah, to see the finished product for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah,
It's been great all the past years.
thank you. Yeah, I won first place 2 years ago and 3 years ago, and it felt good. So, not only am I a gamer and podcaster, but I also create art here and there. So, what have I been playing, Tony?
Totally forgot to ask.
It's all good.
I've maybe been playing Call of Duty with me.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, right now, if you have online services with PlayStation, definitely go download it. Hit us up. We would love to play with other people, get like a big team going.
Oh, hell yeah. My
Yeah.
gamer tag is Blizzed1. BLIZZED number 1.
Nice.
Add me.
Just DM me if you want mine. I don't want to give it out on here. But anyway, so after getting the Wii U kiosk, I decided to play some games on that. Played some Mario 3D World, which, your typical Mario game.
I like that game.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Graphically, it's awesome. It's a Mario game. It's amazing. But I was like, I need to play something that I haven't played. And I was talking to Kelly because I asked her if she had any Wii U games for sale. She's like, I got Bayonetta 1 and 2. I'm like, oh, I would love that variation because the first print of Bayonetta 2 came with Bayonetta 1, actually. And I was like, I have Bayonetta 2, never played it. let me play it because I've heard it's one of the best games for the Wii U. And oh my god, it is. Like, it is an amazing game that still holds true today. It's super action packed, beautiful graphics, really cool story, weird story. So the protagonist is this like sexy older female lady, and it being a Nintendo game, it really does some close-ups like in her like booty area and chest area. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild. It's not what you expect from a Nintendo game, but you're like a demon, I guess. You usually wear all black, and you're kicking butt against like these angels that like want to send you back to hell. But they're like crazy looking angels, like huge faces that like are on the shields of like these giant like robot monster like bodies, and you just attack the hell out of them, literally the hell out of them, and you power up your attack. So the more like hits that you get and combos that you get this power bar, and you can eventually climax is what it's called. So
Like the finisher.
the finishing move is climaxing.
Yeah.
So the outfit that you're wearing, this like skin tight black outfit, comes off of you in like this wispy way, and it becomes like this giant hand or foot or whatever, and it just like punishes the enemy. And it's really cool. So there's all these different moves that you can do. Like, one thing that I don't like about like action and beat 'em ups is like it seems like it's always the same move over and over again. Well, with this game, it's not. It's completely different. You also have a gun, so you can shoot. You can just combo left and right. And there's also not just a climax move, but like there's like a finish them move type thing where you can put them like, what's a escalator that's flat?
I don't know.
You know, like at
Yeah,
like
like
an
at the airport.
Yeah.
I forget what they call them.
So it's like something like that, but very fast. So you like have to like hit the X button like 12 times, like within like 5 seconds. And if you like get them all, they just like go through this thing like super fast into like a grinder and just explode into blood and pieces. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, super fun. Um, Besides that, I beat Nier Automata. Which,
How was that?
dude, insane. It really cool story. The last boss, I'm so grateful for this too. And I've always been like this. Like, once you've gamed enough, I feel like you realize like, hey, I got all this money. I don't know what to expect, on the last boss or the bosses or whatever. So I'm going to buy a bunch of potions or health things just in case I need them. So I bought a crap ton. Didn't really have that much money left over. And I needed a lot of them to live. Like, the boss just keeps growing into like a bigger thing that you have to keep fighting over and over again and dodging. It was a great battle. Insane. And you're left with like unanswered questions. And you're like, well, what's this? What's that? The credits roll. I'm like, this was fun, but I still don't know like really what's going on. And then the developers write a note to you at the end of the credits that says, congratulations on beating it. We would like to tell you that you should play it again because it's going to be through a different perspective and it will tell you more about the story. So now I'm playing it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so you start off on the first playthrough as the female protagonist, but you have this partner that comes in like later that's like this young boy that helps you in all the battles and stuff. So now I'm playing through his eyes. So it's really cool to see like where he was before you met up with the female protagonist.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Also, what carried over was my currency and all those health potions that I bought, which I'm so grateful for because I needed them. And in the beginning of the game, it starts off as a shmup, like a shoot 'em up. And from playing the first time and like getting hurt a bunch to playing it the second time, I saw that like I got so much better. Like, I already knew what I was doing and what to expect. So it was really cool like to see my evolution just progress, into like a better gamer at this game. So playing it second way through, it's going by faster because I know where to go. I know where not to dick off, and I've noticed that things cost like double, so that's different. But I'm also at the level that I was. I started at the level that I was where I ended the game. So
Oh,
everything
okay.
else is leveled up with you too.
Yeah. So it's a bit more difficult, or
Oh
it's
yeah.
equally as challenging.
No, it's a bit more difficult. There's more enemies now, and it even like says that. So each time I like defeat a boss, I'm seeing clip scenes that I didn't see on the first playthrough either. That's telling more about the story. So I'm really excited to just play that through and see if I want to play it again because I've heard that there's like 20 different endings in it, which is insane for a game. Like I don't know how many times I'll play it. I know a friend of mine said that he's seen almost like all 20 of them or more, but he was like, dude, it's my favorite game. I can't stop playing it. So, yeah. Very good game. I want you to play it too, Tony, but after I'm done having my fun with it.
All right. Yeah, I'll try it out.
Yeah. I highly recommend it to anyone.
Definitely. So you got any cool topics or anything?
Cool topics?
Interesting points of conversation?
Yeah, I do actually. If you had telekinesis, like if you were able to move objects
Right.
with your brain,
What object would I move first?
no, how would you use it? Like, what do you think like your daily life would be? Like, do you think you would be lazy with it?
No, I'd probably be like a superhero and use it to help people and stuff.
See, I feel like I would just like open the fridge.
Float a beer out or something.
Yeah, get a beer to go all the way upstairs into my hand while I'm playing Call of Duty.
I don't know. It'd definitely help at work and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to pick stuff up all the time.
So with telekinesis, is it like moving metal objects or any object? It's any object, right?
Yeah, I think it's any object.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's not a real thing, right? So like you can kind of make the rules up for it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking of X-Man, Xavier. Like, I think he could only move metal objects, but I could be wrong.
Magneto.
Maybe it was Magneto, yeah.
Yeah.
Xavier could like talk to people in their brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magneto is the other old guy.
The other old guy.
Yeah.
Yep. How about you?
Hell yeah. How about me? What? I already told you.
Topic wise.
Well, what have video games taught you?
To be patient, to enjoy the journey and not necessarily the end, because a lot of games I don't beat, but I'll play them and I'll get very close to beating them, or it's just it's taught me to enjoy the ride and have as much fun with it that I want to.
Hell yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely taught me patience.
Not
just
to
like
give up.
a lot of things at life. Yeah, exactly. Perseverance. I don't know. I feel like it's challenged me in a lot of ways, right? Problem solving and stuff. So that's been a good part of it. I don't know. It gives you different perspectives, I guess, also.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's taught me like where the world could be. Like with Nier Automata, like it's talking about how robots take over the world from aliens.
Yeah,
like,
that's fictional. Like, that's not
I
gonna be
mean, it
for a
is,
while.
but it's sci-fi, and sci-fi is like
Yeah,
this,
it's just
this
a
stuff
different.
could happen.
I guess.
Like Resident Evil, that shit could happen. I mean, they make movies about zombies all the time.
Yeah, well, just because they keep making movies doesn't
Do you
make
remember
it more likely.
Do you remember like when that crazy drug came out? I forget what it was called.
Flocka.
Was it Flocka?
There's a couple of them.
There was like one that like had a rhino name that people were taking. It was like bath salts of some kind, and it made like people like zombies. Like they were like eating other people.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What was that?
I don't remember.
But it
what was
also
called.
like ate your skin. Oh, don't do drugs, kids. Gross. But I mean, I think games essentially is just they're all about just having fun. you know, enjoying your time.
Yeah, well, it's not always fun though, and you know that. Right?
And I mean
Getting stressed
that's
out.
also the reason
And,
why I stopped playing multiplayer games, online shooters. You
Yeah.
know, like it really did stress me out. So
Oh hell yeah.
when it comes back to video game addiction, Tony, and like treating this podcast like a job, like I would say limit your time on Call of Duty so that you can use your free time to play other games so we can talk about other things in the future than just Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because I'm going to have to do that too. Because
Yeah.
I got the bug now as well. Man.
Yeah, I know. How's it so much fun?
It is. I don't know. But there's also other great games that are fun. Like, we need to get back on Smash Brothers. You know, get good
Yeah,
at that.
definitely. I love that.
Or
That's
Farm
fun.
Simulator.
You know, I thought I always wanted to play that. I would probably play that.
Do you know it's an esports game now?
Yeah, I do know that.
Yeah.
I see, like, when I'm scrolling through Facebook, sometimes they'll have, like, videos, like,
Yeah.
stupid, whatever. Someone stole my tractor or whatever, you know. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what's the premise? It's, like, literally you run a farm.
Yeah, it's like Harvest Moon, but like better graphics. Like
What's Harvest Moon?
Harvest Moon was a Nintendo game where you start off as this young boy that inherits his grandfather's farm that's all run down, and you literally, you know, plow the earth, buy seeds, meet the townsfolk, fall in love with one of the 4 girls that live in the town, so you could like fall in love with like the flower girl that works at the flower shop or the girl that's the bartender at the bar.
Oh, wow.
But that, like, it takes a while. Like, you have to bring her favorite gifts. Like, you'll have to go to the mountain and chop wood and like gather flowers, and you have like, it's one of the first games that had a clock in it, like its own time. So every like minute for us would be like a half an hour in the game.
Yeah.
So you have until like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the afternoon to get your crops into the bucket to get paid that day from the person that picks it up to make money, essentially. So eventually you get chickens, you get cows, you get a horse that you can train and love, and like the more love that it has for you, the faster it goes into the horse race every year, the annual horse race. So like, it's a game that I believe never really ends. Like, you can just keep playing it, but
That's crazy.
it's hours and hours and hours. So it started off with Super Nintendo was the first one. It's a very expensive game now to get it on cartridge. Then N64, there's a couple for GameCube and Wii. They have it for Game Boy Color as well. But yeah, really fun game. It's a time waster, you know, and each game starts off the exact same, where you gotta clear all the rocks, smash all the rocks with your hammer, and then clear all the weeds, chop the trees, and then start plowing.
Sounds miserable.
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm guessing Farm Simulator is similar, but on a larger scale. Like, I know, like, the cover art is like a big tractor, you know?
Yeah, combine or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon?
No, but like, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, that was a
Like,
good
you
game.
build roller coasters.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
build a whole theme park essentially, and you manage it. You
Yeah.
know.
Was that one of those old school games that you played like on PC?
Yeah, it was on PC. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's old school. Maybe. Probably it's
Oh,
15 years
probably
old
like
now.
Windows 95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And then you could like make your roller coaster, but not finish it,
Yeah.
so people would just fly off. of it. Or you could like pick people up and drown them in the water.
Oh
and,
boy.
if they like ate food and went on the roller coaster, they would puke. So you had to like hire people to clean up the puke, right? So it's all like,
Oh wow.
yeah. I guess I didn't take it seriously when I was a kid, obviously.
Yeah. No, I remember it was like Sim City I would play a lot, and you'd get so far into it, and then like a hurricane comes out of nowhere and just wipes out your whole city that you're like, "Oh, damn." Like,
Yeah, I
just
never got
started
into
making money
Sims.
like, yeah. Well, I think it's made by the same people as Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I would imagine so,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then The Sims came out, and that was just a shit show. I remember my sister and I would play that, and you'd eventually get bored, and you're like, oh, let's start a fire in the oven, and let's take all the doors out of the house so they can't escape.
Really?
Yeah. Just like weird stuff like that.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. So if you were in any political position, what would it be? Like if you could pick your choice, you have to be a politician, obviously, but it could go from like mayor or president or governor, dictator.
What's the difference between a mayor and a governor?
Governor's a state, mayor's a city.
I'd be a mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would rather have say or word with a smaller amount of people than a larger amount of people.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I mean, even a governor is less than a president, right? Or
Yeah, but
maybe a senator even.
President is out of the picture for me, for sure. I would never want to have that much power over people.
Even if it was like another country?
Yeah, definitely. Because if I was a foreigner as their president, they would slaughter me.
Probably.
Yeah, they would have my head on a stick, dude. No way.
Yeah.
No way. How about you?
I don't know. I'd probably be like a governor, I think, maybe.
See, I think a mayor would be fun because I would be like, all right, everyone, we're having a potluck at the mayor's house.
Mayors don't do like anything, dude. They just do.
Yeah, they're just like a figure face. It's like, hey.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I shouldn't say they don't do anything, but.
No, but it's like, hey, it's annual clean the streets day. Everyone that participates.
Yeah.
It's like a free like coupon to Carnes or Giant, like
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah. Or they open up a community pool that's been closed for, 10 years or something.
Or you do like town parades and stuff. Like a mayor's job would be sick, dude. Like I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
that.
I don't know how much they get paid though. I feel like, you might need
It's probably volunteer work, honestly.
most of it. No, I think they get paid.
I'm enjoying this beer the more and more I drink it, but it's also like a sipper too.
Hell yeah, it's pretty sweet. I think
it is sweet. It reminds me sort of like a lager, like a sweet lager. Like it has the body of a lager.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty thick.
Yeah. Anything else, Tony?
I don't know. I think that's about it.
You just want to play Call of Duty?
I do want to play some Call of Duty.
Yeah, so hit us up if you guys do want to play Call of Duty. Hit us up if you have any topics or suggestions or games that you want us to review or play, because we're going to need them to get Tony off the Call of Duty.
That's right, guys.
But please give us feedback. Give us a follow if you aren't already at Precisely Podcast on Instagram. My IG, my personal, is at Bose, BEAUS _game room. And Tony is
at Precisely Tony.
Thank you, guys.
We out.
Precisely. Wait. I almost forgot. We got to shout out some of our favorite podcasts. So,
hell yeah.
If you like video games, you like our podcast, you're fiending for more podcasts, we got a list for you. So get a pen and paper and write these names down.
And check these guys out, man. They're great. They offer different styles. Everyone's unique. There's some of them are more, more formal than ours. They'll give you more information about the latest games. They keep up on a lot of news, and some guys are just, hilarious.
Yeah.
So definitely check them out.
So Rated G for Gamers. 2 guys from New York. Awesome. Listen to them.
Zap Night Gaming. Fantastic podcast.
Pixie Podcast. Great guys from the UK. Listen to them.
Ghost of Gamer Past. He's a Canadian. And, dude, the GOGP show. That's where it's at.
Yeah. So look up GOGP show. Region Free Gamers.
Lick Gaming Arena. They're great, man. They're always working with us, and they're really trying to get a lot of stuff started, so we appreciate those guys.
In Your Element Podcast. The Critical Call Mess Podcast.
The Critical Mess Podcast.
Oh, man, I messed that up.
Yeah, they got a cool logo. It looks kind of like cotton candy, so check them out.
New Dad Gaming.
Pixel Paradise Podcast. The 3 Ps.
And lastly, Shart Select. Yes, that is shart, like farting and shitting at the same time.
Yeah, and they're
hilarious UKers.
Hell yeah, they're out there. So check them out.
This is officially the end of Precisely Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.